From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good, loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolf, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Hey everyone, how's it going out there? It's Friday, and it's time to end the week with a snicker and a laugh and a giggle and all that kind of other stuff that proclaims that, yes, apparently laughter and happiness is definitely a right-wing thing, as it is all the time. So, because I'd rather not be the opposite. So, there we go. You have made it to Frantic Fridays, episode 37, and you've entered the geekosphere. That is this channel. I am your host, the Comic Relief Crusader, and I want to say hello to everybody out there that's joining in. Boy, everything is... I love it that every time, like, I got a show going on, everybody just starts clamoring right in. And I want to say hi to everybody that's here. The Geeky Classic Leftist, yo, my dude, how's it going? And we also got Jason Fox of 540 Studio. Dude, you are awesome. I love you, man. And we also got the illustrious Lord Thoth. Hail to you, dude. And we also have Sci-Fi Sedan. Hello to you, man. Nice to see ya. And we have everybody's lucky Penny that's on every channel that seems to be out there. Penny! Hello, Penny, as you enjoy those sweet emojis right there. And if you remember, then have fun with the emojis. I'm going to be adding more, hopefully later on soon. So, hi, Penny. How's it going? Nice to see you. And we have everybody's favorite guy, the favorite wrench of mine that's also on the Rumbles as well, Vince Womack. Greetings and salutations, he says to everybody out there. Hello to you, Vince Womack. Nice to see you, man. And we also got, hello, big boys, Ethel. Hey, Ethel. Nice to see you again. Ready for that moist noise. There we go. Oh, well, that's right. Yeah. Might have to come up with another secret word for today. So I don't know what it's going to be. So that being said, maybe we'll think of something new. Yeah. And we also got DJ Play Nice. Whee! Hello, DJ Play Nice. How's it going, man? And everybody's favorite Franco Walker as he walks in and says, hello, everyone. Hello to you. And we have everybody's favorite gamer, Lenrod. How's it going, Lenrod? Nice to see you, man. And who else we got? Everybody's favorite and illustrious big giant bear, Snortoboopus Cuber. How woo, humans and other critters. Hello to you, Snortoboopus. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, and well, you know what? Seeing how we just started right now, let's start off with with bringing everybody in, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Jason
yo,
Fox,
yo,
how's
it's
it going?
Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on, let's party. Hey, everybody.
How's it going, man?
Doing pretty well, brother. Doing pretty well. Happy to be here, and it's a good day today because I released my first solo song. From
Yes.
my new project, Vikes, and I'm really happy with the outcome of it. And I just want to say thank to everybody who's been listening to it, and a lot of the good reviews and everything like that. Just thank you, everybody. It means the world.
Awesome. Oh man, can't wait to hear it. Hey, also Christian Delorme. How's it going? A vinyl revival. Hey, if you want to hear some good tunes on top of that, see now you're speaking of tunes. Also check out Christian Delorme's channel, Vinyl Revivals. So dude, I just remembered, yes, I'm gonna have to get those tracks to you of my dad's album. I'll try to get those to you as soon as possible. So hey man, don't let me forget. So and we also got Appion. What's up, dude?
Hey.
It's Friday.
It's
I got no
Friday.
job.
Seconds.
I got shit to do.
I love you, brother.
Let's
How's
go.
it going, man?
Good. I love that slow death. That guy deserves an Oscar. One of the best on-screen deaths
Oh,
I
I
know,
love
right?
it.
in
Right?
cinema. I just wanted Austin Powers to say at the end, like, "Why won't you die?"
Yes.
Oh,
So
that would be so fucking great.
Yeah, it's like, what's taking so long? It's just one
Why
of my
take so
favorites.
long?
Yeah.
It's almost as good as it's almost
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
it's almost
Oh,
as good
God.
as that.
Or like The Room. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did not.
I did not. Oh,
I
hi,
did
Mark.
not. Yeah,
I
hi, Mark.
love that movie. The Room is such a fantastic, funny movie. I love it.
Oh man. And
Yeah.
Ethel, let's get some positivity. Just came from one guy ripping apart some poor old lady's looks. Let's go. Yeah, exactly right. And we also have Pop Culture Republic. Hey dude, what's up?
Hey, hey. Ah, bang. Bang. Ah, bang. Ah. That was silly. Oh, that was great.
Oh man. Told you it was gonna be
Uh.
cheesy, didn't I?
Couple that with the line from The Room, like, "You're tearing me apart."
Yeah.
You set me apart, Lisa.
And we
Oh,
also
so
have
good.
the geeky classic leftist Tom. How's it going, man?
Good. And it's Friday. All I'm going to say is, damn.
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
knocked up. Yeah.
Damn.
This channel is all about the
This my-
cheese.
My
Yeah.
grandmama gave me this chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so
Yes.
good. I miss old comedy, man.
Oh,
I
that's-
miss
Yep.
old comedy. Can we go back to that
Oh,
stuff,
man.
please? I want more
I
of that
know.
kind of stuff.
But do you know where that scene's from? It's from a movie from '73 called Karate Girl.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the best.
It's a
Well,
best.
that's the
so
thing. It is so good.
dramatic,
It's awesome. Yeah,
That's some grade A government
So-
cheese right there.
it is.
And the
Yeah,
director's
so
just there.
exactly.
Yes, this is the perfect thing.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
stop.
Ah,
Keep
don't
going.
stop, man.
Perfect.
This is what we
It's
want.
so
Come
good.
on.
It's so
It's
More
awesome.
dramatic.
Keep going.
Come on.
Ham it up more. And we also got our first super chat going on right now from Christian Delorme.
Ooh.
Let me buy you a coffee, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man. And well, as you are the first to send a super chat today, well, this one is
I
They
want
don't
that
show the
question.
part where he runs into the door because he's too big now to fit through a door and like,
Yeah.
knocks
exactly.
himself
I
out.
want to go to Walmart and that and go shopping.
I know, I do too now.
It would fit
So-
right in with all the other oddities.
Never
at
been to
Walmart.
Walmart. I live
Yeah.
in Norway.
Go in there. Where do you guys keep the fish food at? Where's the fish food?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Christian Delorme, thank you very much for that $2 super chat. I will pleasantly spend that at Tim Hortons and get myself a triple.
Or you
So-
have like you run around in that outfit and you have a friend with like a giant net chasing you around, trying to like catch you,
Yes. Oh
Hey, having
God,
triples going up to like
or a
20
big
bucks
fishing
now.
rod.
Tim
Yeah, I
Hortons is
think-
almost
I think they
expensive as Starbucks now. It's like, holy J.
I know, right? And the coffee isn't even that good.
No, you better not go to McDonald's. It's better.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. So
The only thing I normally buy at Starbucks is normally just a frappuccino or something. That's
When I
it.
lived in Toronto, I used to love their hot chocolates. I lived downtown Toronto. I get the hot chocolate. Oh, so good.
Lord Thoft, Whiskey Tango
Hmm.
Foxtrot. Well, Lord
Yeah,
Thoft,
exactly.
Right.
I agree.
That's right. Whenever somebody gives a super chat, then they get a super video to go along with that super chat. So there you go. You'll have to see what the other tiers are. There you go.
Ooh.
Walmart, where
$100.
Hispanics go to die. Exactly. It's
Yes,
100%.
yes.
Swallowed up in the booties.
That's where superheroes shop.
Not always good.
Yeah.
Depends on the booty, but anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And hey, Ray Zilgane reviews. Yeah, how we screamed how much we don't want The Rock as Apocalypse. No, not yet. No, we
I
haven't.
like Dwayne. I don't hate Dwayne. You know, he was good in his most recent WWE appearances and stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
It's good
I
in
don't know.
some things, just not everything.
No, exactly.
No.
And then there's
That's
How
true.
can he play a villain when he has a thing in his contract where he can't lose fights?
Yeah,
How's that going to work? How's that going to work?
Yeah, and he's
That
probably
guy-
gonna piss in bottles, right?
He is the
I know,
Shadow.
right?
So,
One time there's talk of a Doc Savage Man of Bronze movie series,
Yeah.
and The Rock was attached to it.
yeah.
Oh God, no.
No.
I don't. No, I don't want The Rock attached to that. No, I'm sorry.
No.
No. But speaking of stupid ideas like that, let's get on to the first segment of our show.
So,
Okay, if you're new here, then we obviously have a segment to start the show before we get into the main article. It's called Stupid News. And, well, today is no different because, well, out in the world, everything is full of stupid news nowadays. So, yes, this one in the realm of science. So,
Okay.
we're all taught to believe the science and everything like that. And my panelists never know what I'm going to show for stupid news.
No.
That's why I keep
No.
everything nice and fresh. That's right. So, but this for stupid news from Euroweb,
oh,
where Neil deGrasse Tyson uses science to show why whites resemble monkeys more than blacks.
What?
goodness.
begin with, but wow.
Science rules.
Yes,
I love science.
I
Wow.
love science. Yeah.
Wow.
What does Bill Nye
Yeah.
think of this?
What's his
Oh, he
argument
probably
here?
agrees with them. Yes, exactly. I just want to know.
Now, just imagine the reaction if somebody came out saying, "We'll use science to show the reverse."
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine the
Yes.
outwar over that. I mean,
No.
come on, people.
I've never liked this guy. No offense to him. He just,
That's right.
He's always been a
science.
weird guy.
Wasn't he in Velma season 2?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Except biology. Exactly. Franco's just dumbfounded right now. So
Yeah.
and sort of poopers, yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, precisely, right? So, oh man, it must be the sort of science they used to settle on the coof. Yeah, it must be there, Lenrod. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, precisely it. So, Vince Womax, yeah, F that guy. I used to like Neil when he actually explained science.
Science.
Science. He
I didn't
blinded
even
me
anything.
with science. Oh my god.
Classic.
What does it mean?
I
with
should have
that,
actually
you know?
grabbed that sound clip somewhere.
Like,
Yeah.
I actually would
put a
rather
finger-
believe in Thomas
they
Dolby
put a
than him.
finger up in her butt or something and smell it like some.
Well,
monkeys
I
do?
mean, if
Started picking the
he-
nits off her hair or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
if he's-
what's going on?
if he's opting that white people should at this point probably due to science and we should all believe the science, we should
Yeah.
all be flinging our feces around then, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
I guess
yeah,
a lot more
I'm
white
okay
people
with that.
throw their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
gonna
if
go
I'm a
check my
monkey,
neighbors
at least I'm flexible, and all that kind of stuff. I don't complain.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
to think about this.
It's fine.
My first
gonna
reaction
have
is
monkey
isn't
man.
this kind of racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not when
Yeah.
it's done to white people.
Because of
Yeah.
this, it reminded
Yeah,
me
you
back
can't
in the
be,
days.
Racist.
It reminded me. No, right.
No,
but
you
it
can't,
reminded me
Tom.
of something weird back in the day when people were doing the whole meme "dicks out for Harambe." That's what this
Yes.
reminds me of right now.
Yeah. Franco Walker, yeah, you should be canceled instantly if you said it the other way around. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I like
Oh,
bananas,
man. And then,
so yeah.
I
Yeah.
love bananas. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they used
yeah, you're
science
right.
with a guy who has fancy astronomer degree option. Yeah, I think they did. This probably explains why my wife likes giving me bananas all the time. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
I would love to
every once in
ask
a
him
while,
science. I will ask him, do you also like bananas just like me?
I would love to hear an audio of how he can explain this away.
Same.
Just would.
I want to hear
That's
his sources, everything that he has, you know.
Oh
Give it to
man,
me.
I just wanna. Results as other scientists have already stated that Neil's fame went to Neil's head. Yeah, exactly. They proved it with science.
That was real science. Yep.
That was real science. Oh my god. If anything, this is totally 100%. And yes, I'm going to use the 80s analogy. Yeah, this is weird science. So
Can you
there we
identify as
go.
a monkey? Is that a thing?
I,
Identifying as a monkey? I know they can identify as Care Bears, you know, and
You can identify as
weather and
anything you want.
I'm
I
a
want
meat
to
popper.
identify
yeah.
as Monkey D.
I-
Luffy. How about that?
I'm
yeah.
still waiting for my billions of dollars. I identify as a billionaire, but I won't.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
also did find out that there are actually people who identifies it as dinosaurs, and it's part of the
Oh, yeah.
xenogender stuff. And it was kind of funny because they're making a new Jurassic World movie where they splice humans with dinosaurs. So
Ah.
you know, now it's a reality. You know, and it's like, hey, yeah, you can be a dinosaur now. I used to be a
Amazing.
dinosaur when I was a kid.
Normal and well adjusted, or is that too far out
Yes.
there?
Yes, you can. You can be anything your heart desires, Pop.
Yeah.
Right on.
100%. And just to kind of title of proofs, he knows not what he's talking about. Humans are not monkeys. We are apes. Totally different. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right.
That's right. If it has a tail, it's a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's an ape. So there was a VeggieTales song about that. So there you go. And so just to bring it all around full circle. Gap, I hope you're listening. But this apparently teens were kicked out of school for a blackface photo and received $1 million after proving it was an acne mask. So there we go. Yep, exactly. So
Don't wear an acne mask anymore. You'll be taken as blackface. God damn, I've done that
yeah.
before.
Well,
So
their
there-
high school
Goddamn.
just contributed to their college fund.
My ex used to do
That's
that
right.
with me, so that means I've done blackface then, I guess. Thanks, ex-girlfriend. Thank you.
Yay! Son of a fucking
I had to
God.
prove he was an acne mask. Poor guys.
So-
Poor guys.
So you know what? I'm going to try to find out what acne mask they're using.
Right?
You can see where
And then
you can see where I'm
recreate
going with
this.
this. Exactly. Yep.
You wore blackface. No, I did not.
Mhm.
Well, if it's good for
I have
Justin
seen
Trudeau,
Cream.
if it's good for
Yes.
Justin Trudeau, it's good enough for me. So
I was about to say, didn't your prime minister do the same thing or
Yep,
something
multiple
similar?
times.
yep, definitely. Yeah, and the mask was green, not even black. Well, you know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
shading and lighting are
Yeah.
kind of wonderful things.
But you could tell
Yeah.
basically like someone just barely glanced at the picture, thought it was racist. They like did no research or like any type of
Exactly.
investigation
Nothing at
whatsoever.
all. They just see that. Oh, it's
I
racist.
know,
Oh my
right?
god.
Kick all three of them out of
Too
school.
much time
Do you
on
want to
their
look into
hands.
this? You're kind of ruining their lives. No, kick them out.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Razel, can I wear that at work and make $1 million? Yes, there we go.
Right.
I'm giving hints, people. There we go. Everybody should have, have a little bit of kitty in the bank, if you know what I mean. So there we go. And Cycle Man 90, hey man, I thought they were going as Lord of the Flies. I'm opting for the one on the left that's just peeking around the corner there as Piggy. Except he has no
Yeah.
glasses. So- oh
my
man,
goodness.
Ledrod. This is what happens when you live on emotion instead of reason. Exactly.
Yeah, there's too many
100%.
people with too much time on their hands waiting to be offended at the least little thing.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
that
sit
offends
there
me.
and wait. You know, they just sit there and wait for
I-
something to happen, and they will claim it's goddamn racist. It's the same people, you know, that
Yep.
looks at Star Wars and they see one thing. Oh, that's racist. You know, they do this with everything. So come on.
Exactly.
Do
Exactly.
you think they fired the people that
Ah.
falsely accused them and ended up losing the school board or whatever, like $1 million.
Oh yeah,
they,
exactly.
they can't still have their job.
We were gonna go to Carl's Jr. for a field trip today, but instead we have to go to the food trough at the farm. So, oh dang it!
Exactly.
So much for all that funding. Oh well.
But at least they
man.
received money,
love
so
it.
you know it's a happy ending for them. They received some money.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. It's a win-win. So, Ethel, I want those kids' lawyers' number.
Yeah.
They're having a slumber party.
Yep, they got the
Boys,
money.
man.
And
They
their
weren't
pores
having a
are nice
slumber
and
party.
clean.
Yeah, exactly.
They have amazing pores now,
God.
and their nice skin is nice and clean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now they have
Their skin is
nice skin, a lot of money.
Right?
You know, they
Soft.
don't need to complain anymore. They live their life.
soft and supple, and yeah, there we go.
Imagine they're like sponsored by that acting game company now, and they do like commercials for them and stuff.
Yeah, right.
We once got falsely accused and got millions. You could
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
You
god!
can too.
Oh, I love that. That's right.
That
Right.
was fun. Oh, that was great. That was funny.
And I feel for the school board, though, you know, it's like, did you even bother to find out? Really?
One of those
What
kids
that-
is Lincoln Osiris from Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the early years. This isn't
Yeah,
even the first time.
You know?
Yeah, in Tropic Thunder, he was just wearing an acne mask
Yeah.
Oh, man,
for his whole
that's
body.
right. No skin and $1 million. You don't need school anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let you come back to the school. No, I'll take the million and I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
good.
No,
I'll be
thanks.
home. I'll be homeschooled from now on.
Yeah, I'm homeschooled now.
Mhm.
Oh, geez, they need to appear in public only in blackface
Or green face.
or green face. Yes, I identify as one of those aliens from Star Trek. You know, the original episodes.
You gotta
Yeah,
be
the
careful.
Orions.
Captain Kirk might chase you down and misgender you and want to do things to you, though.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Kirk and his
And
green
that being said, thanks to Stupid News, I want to thank everybody that's watching on Rumble and X and on YouTube and are just getting a total kick out of this whatsoever. This is what the show is about. So yeah, all the stupid and yeah, barely any filler. So anyway, so there's been some interesting news. Thank God for that. That's been going around. And one of them recently, as we talked about last year, with Netflix's One Piece, and just how wonderful that series is so far for season 1.
Oh,
It's been
that's
really,
a
really
9 out
great.
of 10. Love it.
Oh
Wish
yeah,
it w-
totally.
I just wish it was 2 more episodes so it didn't feel so rushed at the end. At least 2
Yes.
more episodes. It could have been a little bit better. Maybe would give it a 10 out of 10 if they had 2 more episodes.
Exactly.
I
But
can see that, yeah.
there's been a little bit of controversy going on lately
Uh-oh.
concerning
No.
concerning the show. No.
Say
So
it
this
ain't
from
so.
Banning in the Comics. Now, this is just rumor, folks, okay? But Netflix's One Piece to race swap Nico Robin. Allegedly, season 2 casting call seeks Latina actress for role of Straw Hat archaeologist. So yeah, this has
Yeah.
been making some strange news
Yeah.
here and there.
I will say it like this. If the One Piece creator is fine with it, that's, okay in that kind of sense because it's his universe and he has the final say what he thinks is all right. And I do remember they complained in the first season too with one of the other characters who were a person of color, but again, the One Piece creator again also basically mentioned it's no problem because when you go and look at the anime too, she's not white either in the anime, right? She's really dark
Right.
skinned to compare to others.
Can
And so I don't think it's a bad race swap. And if the One Piece creator agrees with this and he's fine with that, I will be like, okay, then it's
Yeah.
okay if he's fine with it.
Yeah. If he
Lindrod,
still has
yeah.
creative control, yes.
exactly. Yeah, isn't the comic creator still on their case? Yes, as far as I know, they're still on their case. So, if he's got something to say about it, I'm sure that he's definitely going to be voicing his opinion on it.
Yeah, because he
So-
treats it still as his baby, because it
Yep.
is his baby.
Exactly. So, now, according to the latest whisper on the ocean waves, and one which, if true, so remember, this is only rumor, would represent a disappointing pivot for the series away from its previously enticed dedication to source material accuracy. A supposed casting call for the second season of Netflix One Piece has suggested that the live action series is looking to race swap the Straw Hats crew's resident adversary turned ally, Nico Robin. Okay, which obviously you can see right here, right? So, yeah, as reported by numerous outlets, including What's on Netflix, Anime Hunch, and One Piece franchise specific Twitter news account, Oro Japan, the alleged casting call provides details regarding the series' desired looks for the live action portrayals of the 7 new characters set to run into the Straw Hats during their adventures in season 2, including Crocus, the former doctor of Gul D. Rogers' crew, the current best friend of the whale Laboon, for whom Netflix is seeking a male actor of any ethnicity between the ages of 65 and 79. Well, that would be interesting. I mean, really, any ethnicity? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
It's
know.
Netflix, so they won't care.
Yeah.
Which is, again, to make me wonder if Netflix is trying to wrest some control of the show back from the creator.
This is what I'm thinking also, because this could be like, like one of two of these kind of things that Netflix is like, okay, we did great. On season 1, everybody loved it. You can trust us.
Yeah.
And then Oda's saying, okay, fine. Yeah, I guess you're doing okay. You don't need me. Or they're presuming a little bit too much and thinking, oh, we can just go ahead and cast this and this and this and not care about the creator's wishes whatsoever, and we'll just race swap whoever we feel like into this. So
Trust us, it'll be great, just like
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh god,
that's right.
But,
Oh,
but as
God,
far
yeah.
as I know, he still has a big part of this. So I hope that he's agreeing with this. That he's the one who is mostly in charge with this, and he's happy with the casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So Lord Thoft, it isn't really said she was white. Latina isn't bad.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, because
True,
Latina
true.
is let's put it this way. It's kind of like a shade of white, essentially. Right? You just tanned. So it's not necessarily a bad thing per se.
The way you can explain Latinas in Norway, they are, because in Norway we have brown cheese, right? And yeah,
Right.
that's more similar color to Latina. So
It should be,
Yeah.
it should be Jenna Ortega.
oh yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I will be
there
all
we
over
go.
that.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not simping. I promise. I promise. I'm in the right age. I am in the right age. I'm more appropriate than you guys. So back the fuck up.
Well, the
Sorry,
claws are out
Active.
now. Rare. So, but Marine Captain and Smoke Fruit user Smoker, his role is to be filled by a white male actor between the ages of 25 and 35. So as we can see here, right? Which is, obviously quite apparent. I mean, he's got the Magneto look going on. I'm thinking, just more of a manga
2
style.
cigars, like a
2
badass.
cigars.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Not
Wolverine,
one,
you have
but
to step up
two.
your game, Wolverine.
Hey,
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
cigars.
right.
And he can't even heal like Wolverine. What's up? Like,
Yeah, what's up? Come on.
Exactly. Come on, Wolverine. Jeez,
That's just lazy writing.
Right?
Yeah. But I mean, smoking one cigar alone is like smoking 10 cigarettes at once, depending on the cigar, I guess. But 2, wow. I'm just amazed.
And you're not
that,
gonna take the smoke from a cigar down your throat. You're not gonna do that. That's like the
I
thing
have
it.
with a Cuban. It's not
Yeah,
that
and that's
bad.
no, but it's kind of not the point. It's more of the taste of it.
That's
as they
true.
say, of course. Of course, with a good whiskey or something on the side, you know.
Yeah. Franker, yeah, as long as they don't get someone that looks like a boy. Yeah, that's true. I can totally go ahead with that. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I'm not mad about
And
it. And again, I want to see the season first. If it's as good as the first one, that's what I am more. That's what I'm thinking more of than the
yeah.
race swap itself.
Yeah, they
Um,
they put themselves like where they have a lot to live up to now as far as keeping it
Yeah.
as
Oh, big
good.
time. Big
Oh,
time.
this is bringing to mind the what was it, the Sandman series, where they had
oh
the character death race swap,
Yeah.
and the
yeah, and they
creator
had
was on board.
Lucifer
The
as a
creator
female.
went
Yeah,
along with it.
but he's
That's
always been a
true.
little weird too. The Sam McRae has always been a little weird too because he came out and was like, "Oh, but my comics have always been woke." Da da da. You know, he's
It's like,
he was
Yeah,
like
no, they
that.
haven't.
yeah. He
Even
also ignored the fact that the original death character was based on a goth model, so it was seen as a tribute to her since
yeah.
she passed away. So fans
Yeah.
felt slighted by that. It's like, why didn't you cast somebody to represent that
Exactly.
character as a tribute to the model?
Yep.
So yeah, that was a slight.
Yeah. And he just kind of talked it away. Well, death is the character Death in my comics is more like a kind of a concept creation, and she can look like whatever she wants. It's like, but that's not the point. We're used
Yeah.
to Death looking like the way she did in the comics back in the 90s, goth girl basically, which was kind of endearing in a way. I mean, for a character about death, but yeah, a lot of people were expecting that. So I'm really hoping that Netflix doesn't, go ahead and just really go off the rails with this, because I mean, yeah, season 1 was great, and I don't want season 2 ruined. I mean,
I know.
God,
Well, don't
keep the-
forget. Kobe, which was the main character, was played by a trans man, Morgan Davies.
And basically, the fun thing that a lot of people didn't even know,
Oh,
and
exactly.
Right.
I
Yeah,
remember
because
when
it-
people,
yeah.
he was perfectly cast.
Awesome
and-
job. It's like, yeah.
And I will also say this because I got really mad at, also bonding into comics at the point, and a lot of other sources out there who started attacking the actor because they found out that he was trans. And they started attacking him, and they started with the whole, oh, they support, this is trans stuff. They're promoting trans, yada, yada. And again, it's like, no, even the articles I read, it's like, no, the actor never talked about being trans.
Nope,
They didn't
not at
promote
all.
any trans stuff.
No.
And they said, but it's because of the writer's strike, they didn't do that. And like, no.
Has
Even
nothing
to
the
do with the
casting
writer's
was
strike.
already done. The filming was done.
Yeah.
And, stuff that was already done. And he was a great fucking cast for the role and did perfectly. And
Did a
again,
good
the
job.
character-
Exactly.
They
The
never
character
made a
looks
big
like-
deal about it. They never went out of the
No,
way
never.
to make
No.
Nope.
press conferences or whatever to point it out.
No.
Like, hey, look at what we have here in the cast. It's trans.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Nobody,
nobody
other than
did.
certain people. Like, I love buying into comics, but they cared a lot at that time. That was
Yeah.
it made me so pissed when I read the article. And again, I felt so bad because people started harassing the fucking actor on Twitter and other places. I was like, come on, you have to really stop now, because I'm on on Instagram
yeah.
and other places.
See, because
And
There's no
because
need
there
to be
was a big
extreme like that.
there was a big difference between what Daniela Pineda did, right, with Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
right? Well, I
Yeah.
know that you're expecting big boobs and I can exactly fit into the suit and blah 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 blah. There's a difference between that, right, and going after the fans, but
Mhm.
she didn't do any of that whatsoever, right? Kept her mouth shut, and that was that, right? She didn't go out. She didn't
Yeah,
have to make
exactly.
a big deal out of it or anything like that. And
No.
and it was perfectly fine. And that was
Yeah,
it, right?
and
And we got cis man. I like that. So now you have Appion and Jason's I choose Teague. Thank you. Well, okay. Well,
All
Teague
right.
isn't part of it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
okay.
good for you, And if you don't like
Yeah.
me, cis man, I can't fucking care, little bitchy boy. You can't fuck
Doesn't
with You
matter.
cannot fuck with a Norwegian, okay?
No,
Sorry.
you can't.
But
And, I mean,
I was gonna
hey.
say this. I was gonna say this, instead of
Sure.
stupid stuff like that, we don't need to stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just stupidity. But also after the writer's strike, the actor who was trans, even they started posting about the show and stuff. They never talked about trans stuff on Instagram or places. Well, everything that they did, it was just like, posting the behind the scenes, great times with the show, just having fun. I'm like, that's exactly what actors should do. That's why I love that actor, because they act so professional and they don't attack people or anything. I'm like, that's how you're gonna do it.
Right,
That's
right.
good. Proper
No, it goes
actor.
back to an era when actors just acted, and they might comment about their inspiration for the role, how they approached the role. They didn't discuss politics. They didn't discuss their views.
No,
they just acted.
Exactly.
He's an actor who wants to just be an actor, and he's doing it.
Yeah,
and that's all. He's
exactly.
no politics. So, and
Exactly.
good for him.
And-
I think he did a good job. So.
And this actress who's they talk about here, she was gonna play Nico Robin, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I had to just double check, because I'm not watched all One Piece and stuff like that. It was more the live action that got me more into the universe. Because before that, I never got really into the One Piece world. I was like, hey, it's fine, but it's not my thing.
Yeah,
but the One Piece live action made me a bigger fan of it, and I do want to watch it. I only watched like 2-3 episodes, and then I watched some movies. But I will get to it, read the manga and read and watch the anime. But I had to just look up the character, just be sure, And the character is, in a lot of cases more Latino or dark skinned. And that's the same thing they did with the first season with that character, because she was more dark skinned. So for me, it's like, yeah, I'm not mad about it, because you're just doing the same thing. You do the same. They're just doing the same thing they did with the first season. I'm like, okay, it's understandable. And if Oda is fine with it, I'm gonna say again, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, exactly.
My most important thing: will the show be good?
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Exactly.
If Oda's fine with it and they can do it in a way that feels organic, then it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Now, the first mate, the swordsman Tashigi, who will reportedly be brought to life by a female actor of Asian descent between ages 20 to 29. So this is what she looks like in the manga and in the anime, of course. So with that, I'm okay with that, right? Yeah. I mean, because again, it makes sense.
I love this art,
It's the
man.
character they want to race change or something. Am I following that right?
Well, I don't think they want to race swap
Not this
her.
one.
No, I don't think necessarily they want to race swap necessarily.
Okay.
So with others, like say, okay, for this, okay, the doc, right? So like it says here, any male actor, any ethnicity.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they're going to go with any with this one, right? So it's like, okay, well,
I think what I think about then, will the actor do the character justice at least?
That's true, right? So
because I will say we had Daredevil back in the day. That was one time we didn't care too much about race swaps, but again, the actor did a good Kingpin in the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
And then with Smoker, they want a white guy.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh yeah,
yeah, totally, 100%.
But it's also, how does the actor approach you? How does the producer approach you? Are they like, this is gonna be a race swap. This is gonna be like, if you don't do that, if you don't respect it, you're this, right? And that's like what I think. If they're not like that, I can accept it a lot more if they do small things, right?
Yeah.
No, I could say that about the actor on Cowboy Bebop who played Jet. He did an excellent job with that role. He
I think so too.
He did an excellent job portraying the character.
Yeah, it's just too bad the show sucked.
Yeah,
but you had like two good actors, the main actors. That I don't remember the Asian guy's name.
The one from Harold and Kumar, though, right? The guy that played...
Yeah. What's his name in the show again?
Oh God, I'm trying to remember.
Well,
Dang, I think can't remember right now.
Me neither. Well, at least those Spike, or Spike,
Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, but those two actors, I think they did really good job. if only they got proper writing and all that, I think the show could have been amazing. You have like a great cast. That woman who plays, the girl.
Hey. Oh,
But good
Ed.
writing, maybe,
Yeah.
with good writing. But those two, they should have just dropped her, just had those two characters alone in the show, because they nailed it. I liked them, but everything else was just piss poor.
Yeah. Now, for the Baroque Works officer and Kilo fruit welder, Miss Valentine, whose umbrella twirling villainy is said to be portrayed by a white female actress between the ages of 20 to 29. So that's her right in the background. That looks like she's wearing a lemon dress. So
Something out of Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
60s feel to it.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it, though? And Mr. Five, I'm sure that they're probably gonna, I don't know, maybe cast a Latino guy. Yeah, her fellow Baroque works officer, the Bomb Fruit Master, number 5, is hot-headed and arrogant, personality on track to be given to a black male actor between the ages of 20 to 29.
Miguel from Cobra Kai and Blue Beetle.
Yes.
Oh,
you know what? I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
100%. I could see that. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Same
Netflix
here,
already has them, like, for that. So it's just like, hey, you like One Piece? Come on over. Got more work for it.
And I can see that because he's how should I put it without completely sounding racist? He's pretty light-skinned for a dark-skinned fellow. I hope I'm wording that right. No.
You're dancing around it, aren't you?
I know. Yeah, I know.
It reminds
I can't
me of
word
the-
right.
It reminds me of the skit on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And had a light skinned black, and he said, "Well, us light skins ass are a lot smarter than your darker skinned blacks." And it was like, "What?" It was a hilarious skit.
Or like the Rick James on Chappelle Show.
Oh,
Yes.
Eddie Murphy and his brother, the Darkness Brothers.
Yeah, John Shu was his name, played Spike. John Shu was it.
man.
Thank you, Vince. Vince said who the actor played Spike. Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his real name. Yeah. I just know him from Harold and Kumar and that.
It was
those were great goddamn comedies back in the day too.
They were.
Yeah.
And Harold and
Didn't he,
Kumar,
like-
like, what a smart concept with an Indian guy and an Asian guy
Yeah.
as the leads. Like,
Yeah.
something totally different.
Yep.
But things have never been.
Can make you forget any race swapping. That's true, Lenrod. I agree with that.
Yep.
Look at the old films from the 50s. The problem is the people who wanted to be at the forefront. That's right.
Exactly what I said
100%.
earlier, and that's why we are so vocal about a lot of these people. If they acted nicer and if they did a proper job and it was good writing. We had Idris Elba, for example, in the Thor movies and stuff like that. He was a great actor, even though I was a little on the race swapping because Norse pig in here, right?
Yeah.
But his acting was still. He's a great actor. It's like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, it's just like, but he still nails the role because he's such a good goddamn actor.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, if you're gonna have somebody can do a good acting job, and he was a good actor, or he's a good actor, so yeah.
I mean, have you seen the second Ghost Rider? He steals the show in that movie. Like, he's like a drunk, gun-toting, like priest, monastery guy, and it's hilarious.
Yep.
He's amazing.
I know.
He's
you look at Hodge twins, right? The Hodge twins, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And they're pretty light-skinned for, well, then again, their mother was, I think, white and their dad was black, but whatever, it doesn't matter, right? They say they're black. Fine. I'm okay with that. That's kind of what I was getting at, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want to dig a hole any deeper. So there we go.
You remind me of an old friend of mine who lives where I used to live before, and he's a person of color and stuff, but he is such a country boy, and so Norwegian. And if people use the N-word on him, he's just like, I ain't black, I'm Norwegian country boy, man. What the fuck are you on about? And I love that because he was always like that when people used the N-word on him.
And then yeah, what else have we got here? So man, I really want season 2 as soon as possible. So
Same here.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Oh,
last up
man.
that new season is gonna last up to 2025, I think they
I
said.
think so. Yeah. And for
It's
the
gonna be a longer season, I think.
And for the Alabastan Princess and Honorary Straw Hat Nefertiti Vivi, Netflix is seeking a female actress of Middle Eastern, North African, or South African between the ages of 17 and 20. Now, while some may argue that Vivi's desired casting also represents a race swap, given that her home of Alabasta is a desert kingdom inspired by real-world Middle Eastern societies, it does not qualify for this classification. So,
I
okay.
also wonder where their I love buying into comics, but I just wonder what their sources are on this because I really wonder.
Well, I think much of the information I'm pretty sure that they got from the well, like they said before, from the What's on Netflix site and on the One Piece Twitter feed, I believe it is. So,
okay.
But I mean, with her, okay, I can see her as Middle Eastern. Let's go Middle Eastern with that, right? Or North African, which some of them are, like Middle Eastern looking, right? I can see that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so am I, man.
All these characters have an awful lot of foreheads.
Yeah, that is Oda himself. He has a thing for big foreheads.
They got 5 heads.
Yeah, that's 5 heads.
They're all deep thinkers in that universe.
Yeah, they will give you 5 heads apparently.
Yeah, exactly. And she's pretty, right? Nothing wrong with that, And yeah, I know it's like the particular art style or something like that. But that's also the great thing about all the manga that have come out for like 20 years now. I'm thinking pretty close.
Yeah.
Is that you can also see the development of style, like from when he starts out to where he's at now. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
it is.
So this choice, and then again, they did also say South African, right? Well, okay.
Like Charlie.
Let's look at. Yeah.
You
could go with that. Sure, that's all right.
Dutch, South African.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But if she would be a black woman or something like that, African or something, the one thing I only think about that, will she do the character well? Will she, do the character justice? That's what I think.
Exactly. And that's the only thing that matters pretty much at this point is if these people can deliver on their acting. So, and so far, I mean, and we only got season 1 to judge. Everybody did their part. Like
that age range they're asking for this girl's part, like that's going to be definitely like an up and coming actress or somebody that doesn't have much,
yes,
of a like resume on IMDb because they're going to be so young. They're just like coming from high school to shoot a movie or something. You know what I mean? So,
but that's why they did a lot of that. They did a lot of that in season 1. Not many of those actors were big or anything like that. It was pretty small actors and actresses, and I think that's a good thing because it's just like new people that not many people know about. New generation of talented people. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes taking a chance and striking gold.
Yeah, because you're always facing the possibility of finding a new, inexperienced
diamond in the rough
who's wanting to prove themselves, who's wanting to put themselves out there.
Hey,
like the chef guy. Sorry, I'll just say this real quick. The chef guy on One Piece. I want to see him get lots of roles because that guy's amazing. He actually became a chef and he's like cooking for the cast and crew. Amazing dude.
And what I love about him too is that he does a lot of his stunt and fighting himself in the show too. And he trains like a motherfucker. And I'm just like, I would love to see him in proper action movies with fighting and stuff like that later on in life.
That'd be cool.
How fun it would have been if he could get the chance to do a movie with Donnie Yen, Scott Adkins, or something like that at some point in his life, because he deserves it. He's a good stunt dude and a fighter and actor. He deserves it.
Yeah, 100%.
I could see him being in like Mortal Kombat 2 when that drops or something like.
Oh
A
yeah.
Snyder.
Oh god, that would be so.
That'd be
cool.
cool.
I'm only
Yes.
gonna say one thing. Now, this
Ah.
isn't the main character from the series, so I'm okay if one or two you do this, and if they portray the character well. And I'm just gonna say one name, and luckily nobody in the room will get mad at me. Zack Snyder's Perry White.
And
That's all
I
I'm
am a
gonna
Snyder
say.
boy.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I am a Snyder boy. Hey, yes, people, if you want to hate me, I'm a Snyder boy. I've gotten so much hate for being a Snyder supporter. Well, I've been all my life. He's one of my favorite
You know what?
movie creators.
I can see
That's,
some of these
all
guys
right.
exploding
You like
right now,
what
but
you
anyway.
like. It's all good.
I'm white. I have privilege, okay?
Yes, we're privileged. We're white.
Oh my
It's
god.
my privilege to like Zack Snyder films.
You know, I didn't mind Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White. I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
say
either.
it. I
liked
didn't
those
mind
movies, but
the writing.
I mean,
You know, his
He's only in
his
the movie
writing,
for like 10 minutes, so yeah.
exactly.
He's
You know,
such a minor character.
The writing could have been a little bit better. Let's just put it that way. But you know what? Hey, he played a good role, and I didn't mind it whatsoever. I mean, yeah, like what was it? What was it? Appia, did you say it or something? Or was it Jason? You know, like who we got playing as Kingpin with the Ben Affleck movie, the Daredevil
Yeah,
movie.
no,
yeah.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
he
did a
he
great
played
job.
it
He's a
well.
great actor. He's
Well,
a great
okay.
actor.
Another good example too is in the Daredevil show for Netflix. They race swapped the detective guy that was like trying to find Daredevil in like the first couple seasons.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and no, I didn't mind at all. He was perfect like in the role, so
I
like it
didn't
didn't
even
matter.
think about that, dude.
Yep.
I didn't,
Exactly.
I love the show. I didn't
That
even
was an
think
awesome
about that
series,
before
yeah.
now, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see,
Exactly.
when you do it right, when
And he
you
was
do
a
it
main
right,
character, yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
when you do
If
it
you do
right,
it
good
right-
writing, we don't see that. We don't see color or anything. We don't see that
Bingo.
shit.
no,
No, we
you
see the
just
performance. We see the
Exactly.
passion behind it. It's
But nowadays they race swap and the performances are horrible, and you're like, why did you bring the best person for the job? And no.
that's what worries me. Is this is Netflix? This seems like Netflix trying to assert itself, and it's like, come on, we've got check boxes we need to check.
Yeah, and now if it was a main character like Luffy, I'd be like, you don't
Yeah,
touch the
I
main
would have more
characters.
problem if it was the main characters.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would agree with that.
But, these
But
are
when it's like a
side
side side characters and small parts, like okay, I can live with that as long as
Yeah.
they deliver
Mhm.
well.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're only going to see these characters in like 2 or 3 episodes or something like that, and that's pretty much it. Then you're done.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You know. And finally, for Robin, the streaming service is looking to give the role to a Hispanic Latina actress between the ages of 20 to 39. Now that's a big gap. That's like a 20-year gap, right?
And Ortega, when you're done with Wednesday, go over there.
That's right.
Jenna, please, I
Good.
beg you. I would love to see you there, my future wife. I said nothing. I said nothing.
Now, yeah, and so this would be, I believe Robin. So
That's
and I
Robin.
can
Yeah.
see that.
I could see Jenna
see that.
Ortega as that. Yeah,
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
Latino basically in the show too. So I
That
think
fits.
fits perfectly. Or if it's not Jenna, but at least another not as known Latina woman who can perform really really well.
Not Rachel
right.
Zegler.
yeah.
Weird.
I was gonna
weird.
say
That's what
that.
you want to say. Yeah.
Weird.
Box office
My
poison.
God.
That'll kill
Yeah,
your show
no,
immediately.
Oh God, tell me about it, Fred. Just like no.
That would be all One Piece fans if they heard the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh yeah. If that ever happened, I would be
we're
like,
done.
no. I would go to my bedroom and cry like a baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're out.
Bloodrod,
Yeah.
Bloodrod,
Girl over Jen Ortega, come on.
Bloodrod is like the real question is, will they translate that rack properly? It's a really important character trait. Yeah,
Yeah,
True,
right.
true.
I do not argue with
Gotta
that.
represent those
whatsoever.
But in this picture, she looks like
Exactly.
a hot mama. She looks like a MILF here in the picture too.
Yeah, she does
Yeah.
actually.
It's
Except
like
her
step
hand
on me,
looks
mommy.
really big,
Just
though.
step on me.
That's right. Sexy. That's right. Gotta add that little bit of an element. Yeah, I know. That's the thing about Oda. He will draw big hands.
Yeah, it's like her
they're
hand
like-
looks abnormally like she's an alien. It's like her hands like
I know, right?
Forehead
Because if-
and hands. He has like this
Yes.
weird, unique take on stuff.
Because-
It's like,
you look at this. You look at this hand right here, right?
yeah,
That's like very unusually. huge. So
Yeah,
I just
character's
Be careful
noses
with
are
people
weird.
out there. They're probably gonna say she's trans or something.
yeah, I know. She looks like she needs a steak or two. I'll just say that much. Boy, she looks very
And look
gangly
how
thin.
long arms
but-
she has too. You know, it's crazy.
I know. It's like about 6 feet long, where she's like 8 feet tall. So,
Yeah.
that's it.
One of my favorite
But-
guys.
Like
in
one of the
Best Women-
avatars, the Navi or something.
Oh yeah.
You know who
Yeah.
Just to say quickly,
He's a white Navi.
J. Scott Campbell draws the best women. I always say like, his
yes.
women are amazing. Oh,
That's right. Huge digits. Amazing digits. The kind of
Yep.
digits you want fondling something. So, oh my God. But yeah, and that's okay. I can go with a totally Latino role on that. So, notably, should the role of Robin, here we go. Should the role of Robin end up actually going to such an actress, it would represent the first major race swapping of a main One Piece character during their transition to live action.
That depends
Okay.
what Oda has to say. That really depends what he has to say.
Exactly.
Because again, a lot of people got mad because a lot of the other main characters in the live action were not Asian. A lot of people freaked the fuck out and got mad because
Yep.
they're like, "Oh, be like the manga and anime, they're Asian." Like, and no, they have never been. Not everyone has been Asian in that group. Luffy
Yep.
has always been, the way he is, like the way he is in the show and in the manga and anime. That's his race. That's who he is. Always been
That's right.
like that.
Now, in Oda's original manga, the Straw Hats' resident phoneglyph reader, I hope I'm reading that right, has always been intended to have extremely fair, near white skin, as evidenced by the mangaka's first original colorings of both her adult and childhood selves, as seen in both her color spread debut in the manga's 226th chapter and the cover of the 41st volume, respectively. So, yeah, there you go. So, I guess not quite what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. Trying to figure out the word again. It was like right on the tip of my tongue. Not albino, but like probably like near albino.
very gothic looking.
She looks like she's going to
Yeah.
Woodstock in that outfit.
And those hands.
She's got like
Yeah,
bell
it does
bottoms
look-
on.
Yeah. Yeah. The big hands again.
But again,
It's the
Robin
huge hands.
Robin looks pretty white here, yes, but again, in other drawings and colorings, she is more Latino colored. And it really
Yeah.
depends on who's doing the coloring and all that kind of stuff, who he has with him. And
Mhm.
it's all about that because I've seen that in a lot of mangas. Sometimes some of the characters look darker than they are, and sometimes they look
Yeah.
lighter. It all depends on who is doing their work for them.
Franco, was that a long arm woman where Neil deGrasse Tyson got his scientific proof?
Oh, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
No.
He's been reading One Piece. That's what it is. So,
Those hands, they're monkeys. What the heck? Like,
that's right. They're monkey paws. So,
Yeah.
Vince, like woke people think everything in manga anime is Asian. Yeah, C major.
Yeah,
from,
it
Ghost
is.
in the
That's
Shell.
true.
Yeah, I know, right?
With Goku and the whole Dragon Ball, Goku is not Asian or anything.
No.
He's a goddamn alien. And if
Yeah.
they cast, if they do like a real live action, a good, we say that they want to do a good live action, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they casted a white guy. It wouldn't matter if he was Asian or white. He can't be like a black person because he's light skinned. But
precisely.
again, he could have been Asian. He could have been played by an Asian or a white guy there. No problem because it's an alien.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Ledrod, Woodstock. It all makes sense now. The story is being told through the eyes of someone on acid.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's,
Hence the
that's
distorted
what the
features.
One Piece is.
Exactly. Exactly.
Goku is just Goku. I'm
Goku is just
saying.
Goku. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
He's just saying.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Oh my
But also with
God.
Piccolo, it wouldn't matter if it was a black person, Asian person, or a white person, Latino person who played
Yeah.
Piccolo because he's a green guy,
Yep.
He's
So
another alien.
yeah,
Gonna
Exactly.
be a lot of green paint or prosthetics,
Yeah.
so it
Well,
doesn't
it's all
really
about-
matter.
will they deliver good?
See, the other thing is trying to find an actress that is extremely fair-skinned. That might be also hard to do on top of that as well, right? I mean, how many, like, almost really near white, almost albino people are working in Hollywood, so to speak, right? Don't know.
You have to look outside of Hollywood.
What's Dakota
That's right.
Fanning up to these days?
Yeah, there we go.
I can't think of anyone else.
Oh my God.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my God, Dakota Fanning, can you imagine?
And I just want to
That'd
say,
be funny.
Titans Netflix show, when you did Starfire, she's orange.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Just so you know.
Oh yeah, Ethel's right. Yeah, Jessica Jones. That chick is pretty pale.
Yeah,
I remember her name, but she's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's
pale, yeah.
true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
something Ritter. I forget the name.
Yeah, Christine
Yeah.
Ritter. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Bring in, was it Caroline Channing who played Max? She's very fair too, and she definitely has the rack to go with it. So
there you go.
Claire Danes. She's like too old now, but she was pretty.
I miss
pale.
Claire Danes. I had the biggest crush on her. She just went missing. She was a good actress too, but I don't. She doesn't do much anymore. Yeah.
Stardust was like the last major thing I remember her really in.
Really?
Yeah.
Go with City.
And I actually like Stardust a little bit, honestly. That movie kind of has like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a fun movie.
Robert De Niro as a gay pirate was something different. I'll tell you what.
Oh, there we go.
I'll tell you what.
That's true.
If anybody's seen Two Broke Girls, it was one who played Max. It's Channing. She's super white. She has the front part that matches it. So I was like, I think she could,
Yeah.
Kate Denning herself is kind of pale.
You are.
She was actually
You're
in the
very
Thor
right.
films too, actually.
Yeah.
Sure. Do
Summer Glau was kind of pale too. Now that I think of like River from
very true.
Yeah. She'd be like the right age to do that because I wonder how old she is now. She's got to be like somewhere's in her late 30s by now.
And I have a question. It's kind of curious. When I look at those hands, will that feel like two hands on your area? Will it feel like two
probably
hands?
would. Yeah.
And if you guys use two hands, will that feel like four hands?
Probably.
I want to try that out. I'm interested.
You could palm a basketball and a half.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So now to further answering a fan's questions, if One Piece was set in the real world, which countries would the then 9 Straw Hats come from? See, that is a really good question. For the Untaken Questions featured included in the manga's 56th volume, Oda opinion blah 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 blah. Basically, he said that when it came to Robin, he imagined her coming from Russia.
Yeah, I've read that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's a bit interesting.
That is too, and also if that was his first thought back in the day, right now is probably problematic because reasons and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then again, you know what?
I
mean, you can probably hire some Russian actors that are living in the States.
You could.
They just don't have anything saying. Maybe they'll say they're Ukrainian or something. Or
I think.
Oh yeah, probably.
You would pick the 9 countries that spend the most money on One Piece.
There we go. Majority rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever likes my anime, my manga the most.
Right.
That's what I would do business wise.
Her hands will make you.
So you're telling us that we need to buy a pump? We need to buy like a penis pump and just.
It's not mine, honestly.
Summer Glau is now 42. Really?
Oh, goodness.
42?
Oh,
I don't look it. She still looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She does. Well, okay. So I mean, if that gives a little bit of a hint as to where he pictured her from, then then that gives a little bit of a guideline. I'm thinking, that they hopefully should at least try to match. So I don't know, go for somebody that's from maybe a Nordic country if you're too scared to hire someone from Russia or something like that. Hey, maybe you can score some political points and hire somebody from the Ukraine or something like that. I don't know. Hire somebody from Norway or Sweden or Denmark or any of those Nordic countries. They all got.
They would have picked Sweden easy because they love the Danish and Sweden a lot more than the Norwegians.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's
damn it,
understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah.
You know,
That girl only has 8 teeth.
Oh, darn, she's
Yeah.
46. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, there's Catherine. Was it Wingett? She played on Vikings. She's very pale, beautiful, beautiful woman. My
Oh
God.
yeah,
she played
anybody from
Lagertha.
Vikings.
You
But
know what?
Chester-
You know what
Yeah.
annoyed me?
Oh,
Nick?
Lagertha. Ooh,
Yeah.
I love
Lagertha.
Vikings.
There you
Well,
go.
it's one of my favorite shows in the world is Vikings, but there's so few Norwegian people in the show. They have a few,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I
not
know.
many. But the guy who plays Odin is also a Norwegian actor, luckily.
Nice.
But come on, you could have casted so many Norwegian people too.
But
Come on.
Lagertha was hot. We gotta say Lagertha was hot.
Lagertha was amazing.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Oh damn.
she can step on me any day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not really into white women, but she's okay.
I also
Hey,
like
that's
Astrid. I thought
Yeah.
Astrid was really hot at Vikings too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
I like
As
it.
you guys
No.
probably understand, I am into Asians, Latinos, and mostly blacks.
Oh, there you go.
White. You know, I'm pretty diverse, so you know.
You're a man of international appreciation.
Yes.
There you go. So, to this end, Netflix's intention to cast a Latina actress as Robin appears to be based on the fact that in the series anime adaptation, and for reasons currently unknown, its production studio Toei Animation chose to portray her in her early appearances as having tan skin.
Yep,
Okay, sure.
they did.
Only finally correcting their error after the series time skip. All right, fine. Well, then they corrected the boo-boo that they made. However, rather than this discrepancy representing some secret confirmation that Robin was meant to come from some vague ethnic background, as believed by some One Piece's more performative activist fans, given Oda's proven consistency in portraying her with light-skinned, the truth is that it represents nothing more than a coloring error on behalf of Toei Animation. So, okay, fine. That's all right, because that kind of thing happens all the time in animation, right?
It happens a lot.
So it really is nothing new. So, however, through Robin's alleged race swapping would represent, as noted above, the first time such a live action change was made to a main character, it would not be the first such one to be made to the series' overall cast. As seen in season 1, despite being portrayed in the manga as having an olive-skinned at darkest skin tone, Nami's sister Nogiko was depicted as outright black. That's true. So as part played
Not
by
many
a
got mad about it.
Nigerian... No, not really did.
Didn't bother me one bit.
No. Her part
And when
played
you-
by a Nigerian South African actress, Chioma whatever. I'm not going to pronounce that name.
Yeah, and I think she's
Played by her.
beautiful. And I think she did
Yeah.
pretty good. And when you do look at the manga and anime and stuff, yeah, she's more dark skinned than a lot of other people at times. She is, and also the way she, the clothing style and all, stuff like that. It can resemble, more of that culture than a normal white person or Asian and stuff like that. So I was never mad about it because I think she did a
No.
good job and they had good
Because-
chemistry and all that.
Because you could reason it away as, like adoptive sister or something like that.
Yeah, I was about to
like
say
girl-
they did a really good job explaining it in the story. The story
Mhm.
explained why
Yeah.
they're sisters, but they have different races to them.
Yeah,
that was all
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, and that's not too bad. So, as of writing, filming of the second season of Netflix live action One Piece is set to commence sometime this June. So, there we go. So, next month, they're going to be starting filming, and we should have something, well, probably by next year, I'm thinking.
Probably
maybe-
more solid news coming out in June as well as far as casting. Because right now, all we're going on is just rumor, and it's hard to substantiate rumor with anything.
No, exactly.
Yeah. We aren't allowed good-looking women in live action anymore. Yeah, in some cases, yes. So-
I think she's beautiful as heck.
Did you
I
guys
just
see
want
the
seasons
April
to-
Fool's Day thing where they Jacob Romero talked about the guy who plays Usopp and like he was doing like a Q&A like answering fan questions and stuff.
Oh
and
yes,
it
yes.
was great. It was fantastic.
That was so good.
Yeah,
He was
like,
trolling
acting
so hard too.
he's like, I'm the captain now. He's like, acting all hard, and like then he didn't want to spoil anything though, so he's keeping like all like the real juicy.
He's not Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about this cast.
I'm just gonna say on a quick note, I just want season 2 of Fallout. Hurry up. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah, same here. And I just want to say this too, is that what I love about the One Piece casting is that they all had good chemistry with each other. You know, great acting, good chemistry, and it was actually great people behind it. And Oda was there, and it was just great overall. And that's what I appreciate.
It's pretty much the template of how to make a live action anime now. That really is the template because it's that successful.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, seeing how we're a little over the 1 hour mark, and generally we have a commercial at the at the high point of the hour. I know we're a little bit late, but we're actually going to be getting to it right now. So our little segment with Thoughts from the Throne, here we go.
I love that. Okay. Did you know that there's no scientific definition for vegetable? That they don't exist. Who would have thunk? I love that.
There you go.
Steve's awesome.
I love him. I love him.
He's awesome, man. He is cool.
Steve's primarily a meat eater, so yeah.
Good meat. I still got to learn how to do elk. He told me elk is his favorite. I still got to try that someday. And gator.
Yeah, that's true. So there you go. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, it's they don't exist. Vegetables, no, they don't.
I
don't.
Vegetables.
I know.
Vegetables and meat. You mix them together. Vegetables and meat.
Yeah, he sounded a little bit windy, only because things were coming out the backside. So that's primarily
coming out the back door.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you gotta vacate things, a little bit of wind blows. So there you go.
Things.
That's right.
From orifices.
That's right. Yeah, must be the outhouse. So
yeah.
The outhouses.
He's been on baked beans. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Back beans.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so see, now we're just running a little bit late. It's okay. Let's get on to the next article. Okay, well, so now we got the next article here, and today, oh boy, well, the new Doctor Who comes out. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
We'll just jump right into it. What the hell?
I'm the doctor, I'm the doctor.
So shoot,
I'm a Time Lord, Time Lord.
God.
First twerking and now this.
Yep. Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies signal upcoming Doctor Who space babies will be politically driven nightmare for fans. Oh my god.
Wow. Talk about getting in front of it. Get out ahead of it.
Exactly. Oh
you know what you're doing.
Oh, this is so gonna be worse than with Jodie Whittaker. Oh my god.
I feel bad for people who likes Doctor Who and what happened with Doctor Who, man.
Oh man, I've been a lifelong fan, man, but this is just beyond me.
What the F is he wearing?
I don't know.
The new Doctor Who fit.
Yeah. He's
buying an
regressed
extra
back to
figure.
the 70s. Oh my god. Exactly. Shitty gateway. Oh my god, Doctor Who. What the frick, time to go AFK? Oh my god, no! You're committed. You're a red.
Not to sound racist, but every time they have like a person of color on screen, why must they have the same haircut all the time?
I don't know. That's the weird thing. I haven't the faintest idea. But Doctor Who is launching its quote unquote, first season. And the reason why they're calling it a first season now is because this is an entirely new Doctor Who. This is like a whole new reboot and everything like that, right? Oh, yeah. this weekend with Shruti Gatwa and Millie Gibson. Oh,
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? God, yeah, and that's how I'm going to pronounce his name from now on. So
didn't they already fire Millie Gibson too?
Yeah, she only lasted one season, and now they're going to introduce like
Really?
another one. Yeah.
Really?
She's out the gate. Yep.
Before the trailer dropped.
Exactly.
You're out
she's
the
only
door.
sticking around for one season, and then she's like, well, I'm on Doctor Who. I'm on Easy Street basically right now, right? And then the next companion is going to be some black girl. That's going to be the next companion, and Shruti Gatwa is only going to be lasting 2 seasons. That's it. After that, he's done.
What about David Tennant? What happens to him? Because the whole thing they did with the bio thing weird. I just wonder, are they making a season with him too, or just what's going on?
He's going to grow fat with Catherine Tate, and they're going to make 1 million space babies. So this is probably maybe what the episode is about, or something.
Yeah,
like that.
1 million Time Lords.
Don't write.
She was too white and too pretty.
Too pretty, too white, too great.
God,
she might have 2 great tits too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
She went back to Coronation Street, back to where her old job was. So that's probably it. So, so we're getting the first season, which is coming out today. Thank you, Disney Plus. We hate you. We've already seen that Russell T Davies is going to be pushing extremist agendas with the show. No, really? Using it as a bludgeon against fans who want classic science fiction from Who. I mean, because that's why we love Doctor Who. It's classic science fiction. There was nothing wrong with it. So the recent press tour has shown this upcoming episode, Space Babies, is likely to be worse than expected. Oh, really? I can't imagine why. Jeez.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
Yes, you do. So,
I have a serious question.
Okay.
If I ever gonna start watching Doctor Who, where should I stop?
You should have stopped.
Tom Baker.
No, you should have stopped probably midway through. When Chibnall started, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
Quick side note. I always keep the Twitter on the side because I have the new monitor, and it actually is trending right now. R.I.P. Doctor Who. Just had to let you know.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, people out there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Too. I see it too.
Dying.
Oh my God. Yep. But oh my God, this I'm not gonna say I'm gonna hate watch this, but I'm just gonna watch it just to see how ridiculous and stupid.
You're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna fun watch it.
Gentlemen,
that's right.
Ciccolini here may talk like an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep. Now, fans have been blasting R.I.P. Doctor Who, just like Tom said right now. Rip Doctor Who across X platforms since David Tennant returned for the 60th anniversary specials last year, which was just god awful. My God, you could have done something so spectacular for 60 years of Doctor Who, but those are just abysmal. I'm sorry.
Have not watched them. Heard about them. Have not watched them. Probably never will.
Oh, it's so bad.
Doctor Who is dead.
You are. Yep, it is. The 3 specials feature some of the worst identity politics in the show's history. That's true. Offered no care for continuity or lore, and generally insulted fans with their poor concepts. Really? No, gee, I must have missed that. Jeez.
Didn't they also fuck up the backstory to the Doctor Who stuff too, when they went back to the past with the girl or something like the kid?
Yes.
Yeah, I
they
heard
did that during Jodie Whittaker's run.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was a terrible accent. I know it was done on purpose. So, but yeah, where are the Daleks when we need them? Exactly.
Yeah. Exterminate.
100%. Oh my God, they need to be rebooted in the poop chute. Yep, up the poop chute.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they got a plunger. So to take out as much as possible, and it still won't be enough. So it was bad enough getting a Rose, who was really a man wearing a dress
What the
and
hell?
being lectured, for a whole episode about how he is the most beautiful daughter in the world. Right, Rose, in the Christmas-ish kind of stories. And on top of that, having Rose and Donna Noble tell the doctor that he can't understand anything because he's male presenting, and having him just take it, right? But Shutigatwa, Doctor Who era, promises to be worse. Well, that's true, because
this picture is creepy. This is creepy.
I know, with David Tennant, it was
that's
like,
what they think of their audience. That picture,
exactly. Yeah, this is gonna be
babies,
space babies. Why? I thought
at least there are some white babies there. You would expect them to have no diversity.
You got a couple of black babies in there. It seems like a couple of Asian babies. I'm thinking. Oh, look right there in the corner, like near the left. You got a redhead. You got you got, and one on the right too. You got ginger representation. Oh my gosh!
Yay!
Wow,
amazing! Wow.
Are they learning? No.
future villains and background characters.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't see any
extras.
Exactly. It's not diverse enough.
Where's Kathleen Kennedy when we need her?
Yeah, exactly, right? So Franco Walker, Doctor Who died when Peter Capaldi left. Yeah, it was already on.
I think it started dying halfway through his run, because it was getting cringy. About a third of the way into Capaldi's era.
I heard a lot of people say that.
Because
said he was a good actor and stuff like that.
He was 100%. So, Rose with one thorn, exactly. I wonder where that thorn was. So, but yeah, space babies. I'm. I know this.
This sounds creepy.
I know this. I know there's a joke in there somewhere, because I'm wondering who birthed them, and will they be represented as she or female, or will the or here's the thing, or will they use the word birthing persons?
Oh God!
Oh, yeah. Will they use the word birthing person?
By a birthing person?
Yes. Or
it'll be a big robot like Master Mold from X-Men, and then it'll pump out babies.
Once they can speak, we'll find out their gender, because they'll let us know. Because they know.
Yeah, that's right. You watch. There'll probably be one somebody that was a man that's now a woman that's also pregnant on top of that too. You watch. I bet you this episode will have that.
The baby
will
be 3 years old. You're born a boy, but you're a girl. Yes, you are, because I can tell you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you that you're a girl, because that's what I feel that I think you are.
You need to listen to me. Blah 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 blah.
Yep, that's right. So now Russell T Davies gave interviews last week about the ridiculous redesign of the sonic screwdriver, right? Because now it looks like a small little, I don't know, iPad or vibrator or something like that.
Yeah, and I saw that. That was kind of weird. Yeah,
I know, right? Because I'll get into that in a minute. Because apparently, I'll get into it now. Because apparently he said that, apparently I didn't want school kids to be playing outside with a sonic screwdriver that looked like a gun.
What?
So that's why the redesign of the sonic screwdriver looks like a sonic little iPad. No, I'm serious. He said that.
Oh God.
Yep. Which fans have criticized as looking like a homoerotic sex toy, which it kind of does. Yeah. He told Rolling Stone he intentionally designed this with the politics in mind, wanting the doctor's famed device to look less like a gun.
So politicals in mind, and you make it into like mostly like a vibrator thing.
Yeah. So the virtue signal makes no sense, because plenty of people in the Doctor Who series use guns on a regular basis. There's kind of a difference between something that looks like a metal stick and a gun. So, now
Yeah.
we've seen the whole Torchwood operation brandish assault rifles during their run on the series, right? That was okay. That was fine. Redesigning
Right.
the sonic screwdriver to look ridiculous does nothing on that front. Not that it looked like a gun to begin with. Exactly.
Never
It
looked like a
never
gun. I've
did.
seen them. I might not have seen
Yeah.
the shows in that kind of case, but I've seen, people cosplaying pictures. It doesn't look like a gun. It never has,
Yeah.
of what I've seen.
Exactly. Yeah, and they them babies. Yep, that's what it'll be. Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't give them ideas.
Exactly.
I can't already give them ideas that they've probably have already come up with in their screwed up heads. So yeah, I bet the screwdriver vibrates. Yeah, it probably does. I
Right?
don't even want to
Yeah.
know where it keeps it. So yeah,
Oh,
what
God.
screwdriver looks like a gun? Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what he said. It looks like a gun.
Don't
So,
worry.
uh,
If they frisk me, they'll never find my sonic screwdriver. I've hidden it very well.
I keep it in
God.
a very warm place.
It's on right now.
It doubles as a suppository.
Oof, God. That's gonna be stinky.
Yep. And Franco, you're right. Unit has guns. Exactly. Right?
I'm looking at it now. Two
And
people
hey,
play with that
Wendy,
thing. Oh my God.
you made it just in the nick of time. Damn, I'm at home sick. I set my alarm to wake up at showtime. I forgot to hit save. No, that's okay, Wendy.
Aw.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We talked about One Piece. You can go through that. And we talked about science. So there you go. At the beginning of the show, you'll enjoy that. So there you
And
go.
now we're talking about a sonic tool that you can use as a orifice plugger. I don't know.
Yeah, as a suppository,
Like butt plug.
as a vibrating suppository. So there we go. Yep, he keeps it in his back pocket. Exactly. We don't want to say what pocket.
Oh.
So it's a hot pocket.
Ah, God, stop.
Hey, but I just had pizza pockets. Now come on.
Oh, come on. That's your way.
Moving right along.
I
Yes,
hope they
moving
tasted
right
good.
along.
Geeky. I hope they
Yes, they
tasted
did.
good.
Damn it.
Exactly.
Next
Oh,
time
man.
you eat them, you have to think about this.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Who is the dickhead now, hey?
Oh,
Oh my god.
so nutty and chocolatey. What's going on now?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh look, I found a cord nublet. So
Why is the doctor walking so funny?
yeah, exactly. Just oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, we're here all night. Oh yeah.
God. Anyway, so other interviews have been conducted about the upcoming series. Shruti Gatwa has stated that the show would lean heavily into leftist politics and, as usual, blamed fans for his lack of reception as the Doctor because of his identity. He ranted about white mediocrity, which is odd considering that the majority of the Doctor Who audience is white, right? I mean, let's face it, most of the UK, as far as I still know, is primarily white. Go
Look
figure.
at me. Look at me. I'm your doctor now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even that. It's not even the fans. There's fans that are different color. There's fans that are different sexes and different orientations. They don't want this
Yep.
crap. They don't want.
I have a lot of friends who are, white, black,
Oh,
female, male, all that, and they love Doctor Who,
You know,
Always been a diverse fan.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And even most of them are probably looking at this and saying, "Stop, stop."
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's right. Appion got it right. Like, look at me.
Look at me.
I am
I am
the Doctor now.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Vibrated.
Look at me.
How has that not been made into a thing where it's like Tom Hanks is the put all the white male audience members for Doctor Who and then have
Oh my
Doctor
God,
Who
yes.
over the logo over the pirate?
Oh my God. I am so gonna make something like that now.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
I
has
am.
that
So-
not been made
I
yet?
am. Look at me. I am the Doctor now. I'm gonna use that exact same clip from that movie too. So-
Yeah.
I have to. I have to now. I have to do this for the fans out there.
Oh man.
Just when I thought they couldn't hit rock, they've already hit rock bottom.
Nope, there was more rocks down below those
There's more
rocks.
rocks.
Oh, God.
Knowing Keep her down.
That's
They're
the
going
worst thing, you
further.
know. You're with a girl,
Yep.
you take your hands down there, and you
They
find
are.
out she's bigger than you, and you're just like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here." You know,
Yep.
you're too big for me.
But you're right,
I
Pop.
still go back
You're
to
right.
Trainspotting, that one scene in Trainspotting.
Oh man, jeez. So, but the first episode. Oh my Jesus, help me! The first episode of Space Babies, however, might promise to be the most insulting of them all. Russell T Davies has made clear the agenda will be to present a pro-abortion message, with the topic further migrating Doctor Who to current year leftism.
So what, the Space Babies are going to be like the Trebles? They're just going to like multiply, and then it's like, what do we do with all these Space Babies?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Dump
come
them off
on,
that
look
planet.
at them. Look at them. They're asking for trouble. I mean, come on. You know,
Open the airlock.
Ginger,
Yep.
we have gingers
Exactly.
there. Come on. You know they're
Yep.
gonna do something fucked up.
That's right. That's right. Reminder: switch to chat to live and see all the comments.
Why in
Oh,
this
I bet
scene? I wish
will.
I want to wear
Yeah.
a Flash outfit with a microwave.
And-
I don't know. Just
And hey, Plunchcast.
Yeah. Where's the Flash at?
yeah,
Exactly. Plunchcast, I haven't seen you before, but yes, you're right. Doctor Who died a long time ago. These are the death throes. Exactly.
Yeah,
100%. And nice to see you. I hope you like and subscribe. So
Like and
while you're here,
subscribe and share. Yeah.
because you just joined in a very unique kind of show. So
Don't run away.
no,
One of a
don't run
kind.
away. No, we embrace you. So but yeah, so this is gonna go far left, and it's gonna be like pro-abortion, and you know, you can see it because those babies, I mean, they look damn, man, those babies are menacing as all hell. I'll tell
The
you.
black girl in the middle, she doesn't even have like the same stroller as the rest. She's just in like a freaking car seat. Like
No.
they didn't even put her in the same thing as the rest.
Well, no, I mean, this is Doctor Who. It'll be a spaceship, right? So you know, it's a space seat instead of
It's the cap. She's in the captain's chair. She's the
That's
captain.
right.
And then those are her, the bridge crew.
It's looking like Star Trek. Right? You know, you got your blue shirts, you got your yellow shirts.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the one in the left corner, you know, because he looks Asian. He's probably the engineer. And and the kid in the middle, on the lower middle, he's Zulu. That's right. The kid in the middle, right? He's Bones, right? So damn it, Jim. So,
Yeah.
all we
I
need is
can't
a red
even-
shirt.
I'm done.
No,
I'm so
you
done
can't,
with
right?
this.
The ginger in the near left corner, right? The ginger right there. That's probably
that's
like
red
Scotty.
shirt.
Red
Yeah,
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
So damn it, Captain. I don't think I got you kind of changed physics on this, Captain. You just can't, right? And there'll
Yeah,
all be
Captain.
troublemaker babies. Yep, there'll be
Yep.
troublemaker babies.
It's Ahura. That's who that one in the main
Yeah.
seat is. It's Ahura.
And
She's doing
yep.
well.
And if they were birthed by they them people, then they'll probably come out, you know, like in Aliens, you know, like chest busters and probably
Out of
something
their-
like that.
Yeah, right. We're gonna have a
Yeah.
xenomorph here and everything, you know.
What makes you
Exactly.
think they're birth? They could just be cloned out of a machine.
Oh,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
right.
Yeah,
It could be
right,
mega
yeah.
mold.
That's right.
Like a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Another baby has been processed.
They're doing what the right was doing in the 80s and 90s, playing opposites. It's quite possible. So, yeah, group therapy session starts in about 10 minutes after the stream. It's true. Yeah, that's right. So,
Imagine they did like a Star Trek type show with a crew of babies, and like they did like in the style of like Look Who's Talking, where all the babies talk like adults. Like William Shatner.
Oh my God. Hey, Dark Helmet. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, exactly. Captain's log. Stardate 1.23456789110. That's as far as I can count because I'm only 3 weeks old at this point.
Found
We just
doo-doo
come
in my
across
underwear. Good.
Yes. I've crapped myself in my diaper again, and
What
Robo
happens
Nanny
if you
isn't
take
here
that
to
and
change
throw
it.
it?
I got the meanest set of diaper rash I've ever had before in my short 3 weeks of
Oh
life.
god, the
Captain, that's
But-
logical.
But hopefully, if dinner time comes around soon, I might have more pablum than I can ever dream of in my entire life. So, hopefully Bones will come across and give me a nice, relaxing burping after that. Followed by Robo Nanny coming with the biggest set of mammary glands that I've ever seen for that nice, refreshing, just tall glass of milk that I've always wanted. So
Spock's just like, goo goo, gaga, I am a baby. Fascinating.
Fascinating. Yay.
Exactly. Oh my god.
I am ready for my baba now.
Oh god. Now it's nap.
Tomorrow is Peace Day, and nobody is as excited for the big celebration as I am. Not scientifically possible!
We're all so excited for this.
Now it's nap time.
Oh my god. Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
They
that's
go-
right.
they go- What's up?
Because remember, what was it? After David Tennant, what's it? Matt Smith. Remember. Apparently, the doctor can speak baby. If you remember that one episode, remember he can speak baby. So this will entirely make sense in this episode. So Captain's log just came out. We'll need a change.
And then you have an episode where they go through like a time dilation portal and it turns them all into adults, but they're still babies.
But they're still babies. Oh my god! But oh, I love my show and my crew. I love it so much. Oh my god!
I can't even.
Oh yeah, I know. Aren't you so glad that you're part of this show, there, Pop?
Oh, I know it. I'm
I
thinking
know.
about all the other stuff I'll watch and enjoy instead of Doctor
yeah.
Who.
Yeah.
See, this is the point where I tell everybody in the chat, whether you're watching on Rumble or on X or on YouTube, to please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and to spread this channel around so that people like Plungecast will be even more traumatized than they already are, or people like Sis Mail can tell me who I probably should or shouldn't have on this cast, which is my entire choice, and I love my cast. So if you guys can do that and make this channel grow, I would greatly appreciate it so I can traumatize even more people. Thank you very much. And
I am traumatized as fuck. I am traumatized by space babies.
Look at me. I am your captain now. I said it wrong, damn it. I am your doctor now.
Hey,
You know
hey,
what
Al,
I need? I
how's
need
it
a
going?
cigarette for this, man.
Oh,
I'm getting
man.
stressed.
Watching your stream, and I have no regrets of getting rid of cable years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs cable when you got this show, right?
Exactly. That's right. That's what this Friday show is all about. So I'm all about trauma. Here we go. So,
I want to trigger somebody right now. Maybe if they're listening.
Helm's baby heading 32.04.2. Now it's time for my nap.
I have to trigger somebody. Excuse me, everybody. Zack Snyder's Barry White. There you go. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm triggered.
It's gonna be a boxing match here now, you know? It's gonna be a boxing match. You're gonna go
That's
full
right.
mad.
Vince says, Nuti Gatwa. Already told fans, don't watch. Remember when that worked for everybody else? How said that? Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
And they wonder why they don't have good numbers.
Al, I'm sorry, but this is my favorite show now. I'm sorry, Al.
When Brie Larson said, she didn't want white men and stuff like that to watch
Exactly.
Captain Marvel. Hey, look what
Right.
happened.
That's
Look what
right.
happened.
That's right. Funny how
Or
that works.
that one comic book creator that said, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book.
That's
It's
right.
like,
Easy enough. I'm even
Yeah,
forgot who
everybody
you
buy
were.
my book.
And I also remember one of the other, I don't know if it was the same woman or another one, but I know it was with Miss Marvel, and she blamed the fans that it's your fault that the comics doesn't sell and all that. And then I'm just sitting here and thinking, is it our fault? Like, you make shit comics, like we don't buy it, that's it. So how is it our fault? We don't spend our money on it, we don't waste our money, how's it our fault?
Yep. So now Russell T. Davies said to Rolling Stone, if you're not writing that in 2024, what on earth are you doing? Well, some people are actually making decent content. That's what they're doing. I think our
Look,
rights
this
are
show.
yeah. I think our rights are in I should be saying this like a British person. I think our rights are in danger. I'm talking as someone who's lived through the gay liberation, all the way through the AIDS crisis, all the way through the freedoms that we have now. I can see them spinning and being endangered. So there's no choice in this. And if the most exciting and entertaining action adventure show on television can also do that, I think that's wonderful, Governor. So,
and again, I want to say I have so many great gay friends in my life, and they just want to live a normal life and do not want to be catered to. They just want to live normal like everyone else.
Yep. And sales went down 25% last year at DC Comics. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
these
How you doing now?
these agendas are mostly extreme straight left white people that are causing them. It's people within the community have nothing to do with it. They just want good entertainment.
And when you have that Tim Sheridan, and when you have Tim Sheridan, who's like, "Oh, please buy my Green Lantern comic, please!
Yeah,
you don't buy it. You are a phobe, yada yada."
Yeah,
and you block people and all that, you know. Come on.
And Snorter Poops is just so excited for this. This just thud. So, as an indie comic creator, says Plungecast, I'm glad that they said this. So we in the indies can make comics of better quality and story. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There is the door for you.
Indie
That's right.
comic
Right
all
up.
the way, man. I love indie comics. So much good out there.
You sound like Buzzer from G.I. Joe. I do, don't I? Kind of. Yeah. I really need to get into voice acting. I swear to God. So, and yes, thank you very much, Snorter Poopers. Yeah, spread this channel around like manure. So lots of fertile things can grow. So yeah.
Because we are like monkeys. Neil deGrasse Tyson said so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Exactly. That's right.
Eat my
Because we're
banana.
monkeys, according to it's science. So, and then you got David Tennant.
Oh no.
Yep. Rolling Stone said that Shruti Gatwa responded with an exaggerated snap, and both men laughed. Doctor Who is a joke to them, and they are more concerned with lecturing fans than they are about producing a good show at this juncture. The first early reviews of Space Babies are already out, and it's already making excuses. Games Radar says it may divide fans, but doubles down that the politics are somehow a good thing. And Virtual Signal and Shruti Gatwa makes a great Doctor, despite the fact that this episode is likely to be hated. Now, the stance makes no sense unless someone is trying hard to push politics over quality, and that appears to be the case with Doctor Who in the modern era. So,
like 90% of everything else.
Yeah. So, and this, and David Tennant goes on as saying that apparently if you're not for people that identify as trans or kids that identify as fans, then essentially, basically, you can F off.
Okay, I will F off. I will not watch it, so I'm happy.
I did that a long time ago.
Yep. So, okay, David, I know you're, you were a great actor and all that kind of stuff, but hey, if that's the way you feel, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So,
fine. He will probably be good friends with Mark Hamill too,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Will Wheaton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
what was
in
that
the
meme
same
we made
boat.
again? What was
Mark
that
Russell.
meme we made again?
Was that
about the meme we made about that Will Wheaton at the time, rather be a woman or something, and then
oh
yeah.
What was it again? Yeah, I'd rather be a woman than be oh God, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, than a Whedon. Yeah. Something like that.
Sorry, did they quote "if you're not for trans kids"? Did he actually say that too? You said something. No, leave kids alone.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, do what you want.
Exactly.
100%. I've had trans friends, but no, leave kids alone. Enough said.
Yep.
When they're grown up, they can take their own choices, yada
Yes,
yada.
yes.
But leave kids alone because they need to be
Exactly.
kids. They need to grow. And if you
Yep.
start fucking up with hormones,
Oh,
it can
it'll mess
kill
them up for
them. It
life.
can destroy them. And I worked,
Exactly.
I have I took study in this kind of stuff when I was younger because I wanted to be a doctor and stuff like that. Yeah, I know how this
Yeah.
things works. And
Chloe
Exactly.
Cole, you did it. You talked
And-
about her a couple weeks ago. Remember? So
Yep.
she's fighting
Yeah.
against
And
people like
Vince,
that, so.
and Vince, you're right. Yep. Divide fans. That's BS. You can't divide by 0. Exactly. That's right.
Good one.
So, Franco, yeah, Tennant has to say that as he works with a lot of them on stage. Well, that's true. But you know what? Here's the disappointing thing, right? About David Tennant. Yes, I know he's a big popular actor, and he's been a big popular actor for quite a few years now, right? This is the sad thing I see in him saying that, okay? His father is I believe, a Presbyterian minister, okay? A pastor, essentially, and supposed to be a man of God. And you would think that, hopefully either he was raised in a good Christian family and turned his back on it, or he just never really gave a damn. But, either way, you think that there would be something inside him that would probably carry on into his adulthood. So he doesn't say crap like this, that he would probably take a stand and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that kind of thing. Because there are plenty of actors out there that will come up against us and say, you know what? No, just leave kids alone, and or just basically not have an opinion whatsoever. You don't have to comment on every stupid little thing out there all the time. Now it just makes you lose more fans than you already had. And that's the disappointing thing about it, right? Lenrod, yeah, trans kids are a myth. It's a horrible fad with long-term consequences. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
And I feel so bad for so many kids that are growing up like that, and later in life, many of them regret it and didn't really have a choice. It's so sad.
There's
to see.
hundreds of thousands of detransitioners right now. And as soon as they detransition, they shun them out of the community.
Yep,
It's like,
I know.
Are you about
I have-
love and care? But nope.
I have
all of a
friends
sudden-
who've done it, and they are not even welcome to Pride if they want to
It's
celebrate.
messed up. It's messed up.
It's weird. Plunchcast says, yeah, they want to destroy kids before they have the ability to think for themselves. And it's all about
Exactly.
the medical community becoming rich by destroying kids' sexual reproduction units.
It's
Exactly.
actually worth
100%.
millions of dollars. Millions
Yep.
it makes a year. So that's enough.
Billions at that point.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
he
no,
converted,
yeah.
Yep.
It's about
He
the
converted to
millions.
the new religion. Exactly. That's 100% true. So Dark Helmet, many actors will say that they're told to keep getting roles even if they do not actually believe it themselves. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
It
know
happens,
that does happen.
unfortunately.
But you know what?
Just ask anybody about the Hollywood
But
blacklist.
that's why I like people like Jenna Ortega, Henry Cavill, and stuff, because
Yeah.
they step down. They take the foot down and say what they want. They
Kevin
stand for what they stand for.
Sorbo.
Yeah. But I mean, at
Exactly.
what point does money become more important than having a backbone?
But actually,
Yeah.
no,
You know?
can I say something on that? And the
Yeah,
over-encompassing,
sure.
these people are losing money for doing this crap.
Yes,
These
they are.
shows are losing money. It makes no sense. Disney, Warner, anything to do with this agenda or any
Oh.
agenda with there, you're losing money.
Yep.
Yeah,
it makes
yeah,
no
they're
sense.
losing. They're
Gotta
losing
wanna
money.
be.
They're losing their fan base. At some
That's
point,
what
they're
I
going to
said.
hit rock bottom, but I don't know when that will be.
That's what
Yeah,
I said. I said,
exactly.
"Where's the microwave and Flash?"
Yeah. Why
Well, we
is
had
there no
that-
babies? It's a deleted scene from the Flash movie.
No, this is from the writers' room of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the writers' room of
And,
Doctor Who.
and
That's
I
what
also
it
want
is.
to say that actor Neil McDong or Dong. I fucked up his name. But
Wong Dong Silver. I don't know.
yeah, but he's a famous actor. He's a blonde hair and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you know who I mean. He played also in one of the Street Fighter movies, Sean Lee with Kristen Kirk from Smallville. He played a villain as Mr. Bison.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I love that actor. I like Neil
Yeah,
McDonough.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's-
yeah.
Any
got
movie
shown
he
out.
Yes.
as stupid as it
He
is,
got-
he'll go all out. But what were we gonna say?
Yeah, and the thing what happened with him, for example, too, because he stand his ground of his belief of Christianity and so many other things, and he got pushed away from Hollywood and everything like that because he had his own opinion, his belief, and that's how the Hollywood works, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But that's why I love him, you know, because he stands up for his beliefs and who he is, and that's why I don't. There's a one movie I really want to watch, and that's The Shift, I think it was, when he plays the devil, and it's like he said, I'm a Christian. I understand how this works, and it should be a Christian who plays the devil, so you can see how awful he is and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I agree with that.
And that's a good idea. Yeah. So, yeah, Padawannabe, don't worry if you stepped on the joke. Yeah, and we know. Yeah, we're pretty much all white at heart. So let's put.
Oh, you didn't step on anything. You just added to it. That's all. You just added to it.
Exactly. So yeah. So there was that. So Space Babies comes out today on Disney Plus. Not that anybody's going to really watch it or anything like that, because I'm just gonna
Babies in space.
It sounds like a kids movie. Like
it sounds like a Muppet segment.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Babies in space. That's what it is.
Oh,
now, there is one thing. There is one thing that I do want to show people. Don't worry. This is definitely not non-offensive. So, or no, I just used a double negative. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so right now, okay, Sword of Eden, okay, Shinobi 2 is well, basically the second book. It's out right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take out that coming this summer kind of thing. Is out right now, and no, actually, Vince, I will give an update on that pretty soon. So what I want you to do, I'm going to put a link in the chat right there, and he has currently right now a special edition release.
Ooh, nice.
For people that want to buy his book. So
I do want to get myself
right now.
out.
I put the link in the chat.
Between jobs, but when I get money, I'm planning on buying it.
And this is
like the first picture I see. I see. I like it.
Yes,
I like that.
And
I love that.
This is the Trump 2024 cover, okay, of Sword of Eden Shinobi. So if you want to get this book, then the link is in the chat right now to get his second book that's out right now of the of Sword of Eden Shinobi with the special edition Trump 2024 cover. Okay. And yeah, you know what, Vince? Yeah, I'm gonna put it also in the Rumble chat as well. So so if you want to get it, then there it is. And I'm gonna get in contact with Al very, very soon. I've been very terribly busy right now. And I should be bringing them on the show very, very soon. On top of that as well, so we can talk about it.
If you don't mind me saying too, to some people that are looking for it online, there is different covers. I got confused. That's why I asked you. Remember about that?
Yep.
There is different covers for each, but it's the same ones. But because I do want to get them myself, and there is different covers. But just look under his name and that the title of the book, and they're easy to find online. And definitely, I plan on buying them myself.
Yeah, same here. And I want this one because
there you go. Already did.
2024.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I agree with that. Trump 2024. I'm a Trump guy, so come on. I want this cover.
So yeah, I mean, hey, it's got badass ninjas in it. I mean, you know, you can't get more.
That's
badass
a buff
ninja
too.
I was gonna say that's one big ass ninja.
Oh yeah, he's
who is
big
Bane?
boy.
You know who is Bane now? You know who is Bane?
Yeah. So you know, I mean, the work is fun. I mean, oh my god, I spent a whole day just reading the first book. And if you haven't gotten the first book, on top of that, then you know the link is in the description below. Oh no, I shouldn't show that one yet. So no, you didn't see anything.
But I love the R.
I saw nothing.
I love the R.
Nothing.
It's like it's unique.
Nothing.
You know?
So there you go.
Hey.
Yep. Wow, I'm glad I tuned in today. Thanks so much for the plug. Yeah, Sword of Eden, the swordofeden.com. That's where you want to go to. So swordofeden.com. And
I'm gonna try to get it as fast as I can.
So if you look in the description down below of this video, you can go ahead and get the first book. there is the second book right there. I'm going to also share this link
In the chat.
in the X. If anybody is watching on X, which we got like 17 people watching on X, so I shall share that if I can share that in the chat. Hopefully, I can. And and let's show Al Nickerson some love. So, because he works really hard on these books, and so if you want a good book to read, then there you go. So,
and I love the art because it's so unique, man.
It is. So you know what? Hey, seeing now we got another indie comic creator plunge cast. If you want, check out Al Nickerson too. Hey, if you want to talk to him, then he's here on top of that as well. And maybe you two can hook up and make something happen as well. You never know. So, but yeah. So, let's see, Vince Womack. Yeah, we didn't see you play with your dolls again. No, I didn't. So, no, not yet. That'll be soon. So yeah, there you go. There's the link. Go show her some support. And see, now we're pretty much at the end of the show. Like we like to do all the time at the end of the show is to show you guys a little bit of a cartoon so you can have a little bit of a laugh as you're on your way, especially on a Friday. And have a good start to the weekend. So with that, seeing how the Deadpool Wolverine movie is coming out really soon, next month, I believe, we're going to show a little bit of a Deadpool cartoon. So everybody out there, here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Needs more salt.
And there we go.
You got Jack Sparrow.
Needs more salt. Need more salt, people.
I like the fourth wall break too. It reminded me of Monty Python, the Holy Grail, where like the animator had a heart attack.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of Bugs Bunny, where he was telling the animator to out of door or something there.
Oh yeah,
And,
Yeah. I like
I
that.
like
Yeah,
the literal X on the island, like X marks the spot. They get to the island, oh, there's an X. It must be there.
it's got to be. Hydro
It's gotta
Bob
be. There's an
breaks.
X here.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, he doesn't. Hydro Bob gets no breaks.
yeah. What a perfect thing with the monkey, and we'd had that story about the monkeys. It all connects.
Yeah, I feel represented. I felt represented.
There you go.
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I identify as a hip monkey, so it was nice to see one on
Yeah.
screen.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, it's
You can
Neil
get
and his
praise.
pals. Yep.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that's pretty much the show for today. So hope you guys all enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. And we actually put absolutely no effort into making this show whatsoever. It just happens organically, the way it should. So the way shows should be. So
Yeah.
totally spontaneous and everything. So that being said, let's see. Jason, do you have anything that you want to plug?
Well, tomorrow it's Saturday, and I'm gonna have a new show actually tomorrow called Skullcast, where I talk. It's a show with just me basically, where I talk about a lot of shit, I guess. And of course, tonight, I will be on Legion's Talks channel, Friday Night Royal Rumble, as a guest for the first time. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And also next week, it's the 5cast and of course the Beyond. And I'm also working on a lot more music that will come out soon, I hope. Because I released a new song for my solo project. That's what I can think about right now, at least. And other than that, it's fun being here and great people in the chat, other than one person. But it has to be sad to be a cis man, because I'm a real man. I'm not a cis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other than that, as I always say, just remember, life's too short, make the most of it. And we on this panel, we love you and we appreciate you. And we would not been here today if it wasn't for anybody, for anyone out there. Thank you so much for inspiring us to continue doing what we're doing. So thank you, everybody. And, a lot of warm love to these fantastic people on the panel. I love them to death, and I love being part of this. Thank you.
There we go. Not a problem. We love you too.
Aw.
And Appion, what you got going on, dude?
Yeah, man. I don't even know who that person is, so I feel like Thanos with Scarlet Witch. Like, I don't even know who you are. But anyways, moving on. Insignificant. Anyways, so I have a YouTube channel myself. I play games. I do my own little shows, kind of like this. Low effort. And I didn't say it first. Mike said it first, so I'm just yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sure.
And unfortunately, I won't be able to join next Friday. I got my birthday, and I'll have company over and stuff, so I won't be here for that show. But I'm glad I was able to join today. And, so won't be here next week. But it was a great time, fun discussion, and thanks for having me. And great hanging out with all the people in the chat, except for one.
Yeah.
And everybody, and then that's it. Moving on.
Moving on.
It's all because of that number one spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the real reason. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the real reason.
It's not really my birthday.
That's
the first thing I think of.
Fine.
No.
If that's the way it really is, then you're at it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch Space Babies.
Okay, there we go.
More power to you. Good luck with that.
Man.
It'll be interesting. I'll go in.
Exactly. And that being said, Pop Culture Republic.
Hello. Continuing the
Yeah.
trend of low effort YouTubing. My channel, of course, is I don't know. Most of the time, I just make it up as I go along. Sometimes I have topics. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just talk about stuff. All things pop culture related, from movies, TV shows, comic books. Got a lot of editing and re-editing on some past live streams I need to sit down and catch up on. Oh, I will say my comic book streams on Saturday afternoons are continuing.
Awesome.
What is it? The 25th,
Right.
real Star Wars Day. I will be
Yes.
discussing Star Wars comic books. That's Saturday afternoon,
Nice.
2 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to because I'll be talking about. Might even include some Star Wars magazines and such. So anything comic book related for Star Wars.
There we go.
The real Star Wars day, not this corporatized May the 4th nonsense.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly.
Just pretend like I didn't celebrate it.
You're a real man.
Yeah, same here.
It's okay. It's okay to celebrate it twice. Because I used to be of the May the 4th stuff, and I thought, oh, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Real Star Wars Day, when it came out, was May 25th, 1977.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
That's the day I always celebrate Star Wars. So
Snorter Poopus, yeah. This show is just like a good crap. No planning, it just pops out. Right.
Yeah.
And your pants fit better after.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
Welcome to the Space
You know?
Babies show.
Sometimes it just gushes out too, depending on what you eat the night before. So,
Fuck,
I know.
I did it again.
well,
Just
The
get
way
McDonald's. It happens.
the way I see it, it's rapid weight loss. So there we go. 10 pounds in 30 seconds. That's amazing. So
I got to fit into my green V-neck.
that's right. And the geeky classic leftist Tom. What do you got planned, man?
I'm going to vent for a second. Everybody else, double effort. I had to record the last episode of my show twice, and now I have to do it a third time because of the audio. First time I forgot to hit record 30 minutes in. I was like, oh, crap. So, darn
Whose
it.
fault is that?
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, then, great. You get to that, and we'll just. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just F you, man. F
Sounds like a
you.
personal problem.
Get to
Darn it. All
Gets
I'm going to
worse
say,
now.
I'm going to say one thing. Everybody else mentioned this other thing. Perry White and Zack Snyder's thing.
I'll leave you with that.
Those who know, know.
Zack Snyder boy for life.
Oh,
Water wet.
Enjoy the muted color palette and lens flares. Go for it.
Exactly.
We love you all.
Yeah. What else? What else you got going on?
Not much, man. Just I got my new monitor. I was donated a monitor, 32-inch. So I'm going to start working on my book now. So,
Oh, right.
my black and white book photography out. Hopefully, I get the grant this month to get my new camera. And I'm working. Somebody within the community of the arts said work on some shorts. They're going to have a what do you call those? A special thing where you can enter different shorts festival. And I'm going to do a horror short. I got a couple ideas I'm going to write down. So I'm going to plan to film that. So. That's about it. That's about it. Just keep 'em busy. Keep 'em busy.
All right. Well, everybody, I want to thank all of you for joining on in, making this a fun show. Everybody there on Rumble. Vince, I know you work so hard. On both Rumble and
Yes, he does.
YouTube. Thank you very much. You know what? I just want to say that. Vince, thank you very much for working your arse off on this crazy channel. Like, I really appreciate you, man.
Check your mail. You might have a high quality plastic katana in there for you. For your hard
That's
work.
right. Exactly. So maybe even two.
Yes. And you can be like Deadpool. You'll have your two katanas and
I'll even throw in some bamboo chopsticks too. So there we go. I want to thank everybody that's watching over on the Rumbles and over on X. Thank you, X, for watching. Hey, if you can, then check out this channel on YouTube, the Comic Relief Crusader, and check out all the links of everybody here, and check out their channels as well. And because these guys also work hard on their respective channels, so show them some love as well. Really appreciate it. Everybody there on the YouTubes, thank you very much for joining on in. I really appreciate you guys joining in on this chat. every time, and Phantom Boomer or Phantom Outsider just makes it right in the nick of time, just as we're ending. Damn you! So, hi Phantom, how's it going? We just made it at the end of the show. So
another 2 hours just for you.
Catch us on the
exactly.
Al, you rock, brother.
Dude,
I'm gonna buy your
do
stuff, and it
amazing
looks
work.
fucking amazing.
Same here.
It is. Yep. And Al, yes, I'll try to get to you as soon as possible, and yeah, and we'll do another interview, you know, and show off all your work for the second issue. We got to do that. I'll get a hold of you really soon, dude. So, but as for that, you know, again, thank you all for joining in. Hope you guys have a very wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again on Tuesday. I will try to put something more out for the casting call for the Beast Wars second movie. I'm in talks with another professional. I'm not going to say who, you know, because I don't want to throw out names and then you know, nothing comes of it or anything. Yeah, Chutikatwa.
He's to be a transport.
He will play a monkey, or actually a macaque. He'll play a macaque in Beast Wars 2. No, he's an actual character. Apache, Beast Wars 2. Look it up. I'm just saying, that's not a racist thing. But no, I am talking to somebody. He's a really, really good guy. He's been around the block like quite a few times, doing a lot of projects that a lot of people do know of. You know, good Christian guy on top of that too. And hopefully something comes of that. I would be thrilled if he can help me on this project. And so I'll put up a little update about that of you know, the types of voices that I'm looking for that kind of project, and if you want to join in, then you'll know exactly what I'm looking for. So anyway, guys, you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you again on Tuesday, if not sooner. And to everybody out there,
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!